Welcome, guys. So this is the first tutorial that we have for you when it comes to we just entered 2024, and we have series of videos, actually tutorials for our library patrons. I'm Obedo Driji, as usual, coming from the Accra Technical University. So we are starting this year's tutorial um, with Power BI. So we are introducing business intelligence. That is introduction to business intelligence, and we are going to use Power BI actually. And Power BI is an analytical software that is developed by Microsoft actually. So it's an interactive data visualization software product. Yeah, so to visualize data, which is very interactive, and it was developed by Microsoft with a primary focus on business intelligence. So you have to understand the concept of business intelligence before you try to use some of these applications to analyze some of your data, to get insights from your data, actually. So it is part of a Microsoft Power Platform. So we actually going to use Power BI for our business intelligence tutorial. All right. So let's start. What are the things that you should know when it comes to business intelligence? So key concepts of business intelligence. In every organization or in every organizational settings, business intelligence is something that is centered on enhancing decision-making, actually, for improved business outcomes. So if really want your business to grow, there should be something like intelligence behind whatever you do. Okay, that will enhance decision making. So organizations are generally concerned with what can make their business more effective, efficient, and profitable. While business intelligence is an extensive field on its own, its fundamental concept can be categorized into 5 areas. So you really want to make decision, or you really want to enhance decision making. Actually, every organization, there is decision making. But a key word over here is you want to enhance your decision making process in order to improve your outcome, your outputs. Now, that is where business intelligence comes in. And these are the 5 areas that we are going to use this application, that is Power BI, to work around. But to use Power BI for these things, you should ask yourself, where are you going to get your data? So we categorize these business intelligence concepts into these areas. We are saying that we have domain, we have data, we have model, we have analysis and visualization. So before you even start using this Power BI application, or before you start with your business intelligence journey, you should know your domain, which our next slide will explain what domain actually is. Where are you getting your data from? Is it external, internal? Your model, how are you going to group your data? Analysis, and finally, visualization. So what is domain? A domain is essentially the environment where business intelligence is employed. You see, so many businesses consist of typical functions or departments, including the following. So if you want to start with business intelligence, you should ask yourself, which angle, which area, which aspect of your business you want to maximize decision making. And so we have sales, we have marketing, we have manufacturing, we have production, we have logistics, we have research and development, we have purchasing, we have human resources, we have accounting and finance. So these are some of the areas or essential environment where business intelligence can be employed. Why are we saying that? Because Each of these business functions or departments represents a domain within which business intelligence can be used to answer questions that can assist us in making better decisions. Now, these domains, as you are saying, helps in narrowing down the focus regarding which questions can be answered and what decisions need to be made. For example, within the context of sales, a business might want to know which sales personnel are performing better and which sales personnel are performing worse. So you have to identify your target, your area that you want to apply business intelligence. Let's move on to the next slide. That is data. Now, after determining the domain, the next question is your data. The subsequent step involves in identifying and obtaining data relevant to that domain. If you pick sales, where are you going to get your data? Accounting/finance, where are you going to get your data? Purchasing, logistics, procurement, human resource, marketing. So this entails recognizing sources of pertinent data, which can be internal or external to the organization and may come in structured, unstructured, or semi-structured format. So these are some of the sources of data, that is internal or external. And these data from the internal aspect or external aspect can come in the form of structured, unstructured, or semi-structured. Now, model. A very important aspect when you want to go into business intelligence. A model or data model is how we organize data sources to analyze and visualize information. How you organize your data. Basically, is what is termed as a data model. The organization of data will help you to analyze and visualize your information. You create models by cleaning and transforming data, defining the types of data, and categorizing it for specific uses. As the tutorial continues in different parts or sections, you will learn how to categorize our data, how to clean and how to transform our data so that we'll be able to make better decisions out of it. Now, think something about data model. We are saying that think of a data model like a recipe book. Now, the data or the information that you have in this book are organized and categorized, making it easier to understand and cook. So the information in the recipe book is what it's termed as the data. Now you realize that the data that you have or the information in the book is what organized and categorized. Now these organized and categorized data, it makes it easier for you to do what? You understand and you cook the actual food. That is, you are analyzing it. And you cook a specific dish. That is the information that comes out of what is contained in the book. That is a recipe book. Now, another one, imagine filing cabinet where you store different types of documents in separate folders. The way you organize and label each folder is like creating a data model. It helps you quickly find and use information you need. Now, after your domain, identifying your data, now trying to organize your data, which is termed as a data model. When you are done with your modeling, now you have to analyze your data. You have to. So after choosing a domain and organizing data into a model, the next step is to analyze the data. This crucial process in business intelligence. Why? Because it involves answering business-related questions using both internal and external data. Analyzing data can involve grouping, performing basic calculations like sums and averages, and delving into more advanced tasks like identifying trends, correlations, and making forecasts. Now, do you know something? Many times, organizations have or wish to have key performance indicators. That is mostly termed as the KPIs. Why? Because they are used or they are tracked by business in order to help determine the organization's health or performance. These KPIs might include such things as employee retention rates, net promoter score, new customer acquisitions per month, gross margin, in fact, a lot, earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, amortization, and many more. That is why analysis is very, very important. But you can analyze after you've grouped or organized your data appropriately, or you've modeled your data. After analyzing, the next thing is to visualize, make your information presentable, in fact, interesting, something that we can all look at it and say, okay, I understand whatever you are showing out there. So visualization, that is the last crucial concept in business intelligence, which involves presenting the analysis results. As humans are visually inclined, it is important to display the analysis through charts, reports, and what? Dashboard. So one may ask, what are you going to expect in this particular or this series of business intelligence that we are cooking for you guys? In all, what is the expectation? What is the expectation, or what are you going to get from us in this journey, business intelligence, using Power BI? All right, what do you expect? The entire tutorial is intended for those who wish to learn the basic and core components of the Power BI ecosystem. We are going to take you through all the ecosystem. That is the core components, namely the Power BI desktop, DAX, data analysis expression, Power Query, the Power BI service, which includes the on-premise data gateway. So we have a lot for you guys. We have a lot for you guys. Just subscribe. Subscribe to the channel respectfully and enable notification after subscribing so that any parts that we release, you get notified and watch and follow appropriately. Thank you. And this tutorial is brought to you by Obed from the Accra Technical University Library.